To power on the device, press and hold the center button on the D-pad. If a user requires a login, you will come to that before the home screen. Select the user from the drop-down menu and enter their 4-digit PIN. Press Sign In to get to the home screen. The home screen is considered the landing page for the AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation instrument. The home page includes the following: date and time, battery indicator, menu bar, and user ID. The battery indicator icon informs the user of how much battery life is available on the instrument. When getting below 10%, the battery indicator turns red. Selecting the menu button brings up Sites, Results, Settings, Learn RFID, Wi-Fi, and the About screen. Selecting Sites takes you to a Search Sites menu. Here, you can search for sites or select sites for your next round of sampling. Results. The Results page provides results from testing that have not yet been cleared from the instrument. To review results, select any of the results to pull up the Results page. Settings. The Settings page includes Screen Timeout, Timeout, Auto Select Site, Auto Test with Sample, Language, Date, Time. All of these can be adjusted to the user's preference. Next is Learn RFID. On this page, you can select the group that will be associated with the scanned RFID tag. Next is Wi-Fi. Under the Wi-Fi settings, you have Connect to Wi-Fi, Sync Results, and Disconnect from Wi-Fi. Clicking Connect to Wi-Fi searches for a network that your device has already been connected to and reconnects the device to the Wi-Fi. Sync Results. When selected, this pushes the results from the instrument to your data manager over Wi-Fi. Pressing Disconnect from Wi-Fi disconnects you from your Wi-Fi network. Lastly, on the Settings menu is About. This About screen has all the information regarding the AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation instrument, such as serial number, firmware, release date, Wi-Fi connection, SSID, IP address, and Wi-Fi MAC address. To change users on the AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation device, press the User ID icon in the upper right-hand corner. This takes you to the user login screen, so customers may change and have a different user associated with the device and that testing. A new feature for the AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation system is the Quick Test. This is for when a customer identifies an area that may need to be swabbed, but is not currently on their test plan. Now you can take a quick test, get the results, and add notes. To do so on the main screen, press Quick Test. When taking a sample, draw a 4" by 4" square on the surface. Use the APA sampler to color it in using techniques such as sampling vertically, horizontally, and/or cross-hatching. Once the sample has been taken, put the sampler back in the cartridge, plunge all the way down, give a gentle swirl, open the AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation device, and place the sampler into the chamber and close the door. This activates the test. Once the test is complete, you come to the results screen. A green check mark means that the site has passed. A yellow dash means that the site is marginal, or passing, but starting to get up towards a fail result. A red X is giving a failed result. The results page includes the result with pass, marginal, or fail and the RLU value. If you have the username associated with that test, you will see the time and date of when that test was taken. For a quick test, you won't see anything under the plan, area, or group. The site is labeled as Quick Test. Users also have the option of doing a redo on a quick test if needed. From the main screen, choose Standard Test. This takes you to the testing screen. You have an option of selecting a specific plan, area, group, or site that you would like to sample or test. To select a plan, press inside the Plan box. This takes you to a screen that shows your different plans on the instrument. Select the plan that you would like to use. From there, select the area from that plan to get started with. Once the area is selected, choose the group and the site that you want to start with. If the plan section is blank, that means you have selected your master plan. This shows all areas, all groups, and all sites. Once you have tested a site, you have the option of doing a retest if that site has failed. Simply click Retest, take a new sampler, sample the area, and re-enter into the device for the retest results. When selecting a plan, area, group, or site, users can search for a specific plan, area, group, or site that they would like to test. By clicking in any of the sections, plan, area, group, or site, you can search that field. For example, in groups you can select Search Groups. Begin typing a word, and then click the green arrow in the lower right-hand corner to search. The instrument pulls up any site, area, group, or plan that is associated with the word or part of a word that you have typed in. For example, Line 1 searches groups specifically for Line 1. To power down the instrument, press and hold the center button on the D-pad. Select OK to power down. After installing the software, you come to the home screen. On the home screen, you have options to create a new file, open a file, save file as, merge file, and archive readings. You can also identify where your file is located in the file status bar. C drive, user's name, desktop, with the title of your file. Below that, you will have a pie chart of all current results. This shows pass, fail, and marginal numbers and percentages for a quick overview of your data in your file. Next, you have connected devices. This is all of the devices that you currently have connected to your PC, either through USB or Wi-Fi. Manage readers. When clicking the button, you get the reader list, which has the reader ID, reader name, and action. If you're no longer using that instrument, you can select the trash can and delete it. Also from the home screen, in the upper right-hand corner, you will see the user who's currently logged in. If a new user needs to log in, you can simply click the Log Off Switch User button, which gives you the ability to log in as a new user. In the upper left-hand corner, you see such icons as a test tube, which indicates the standard mode, and a Wi-Fi icon to show if your device is connected via Wi-Fi. If it is, it will be lit up in green, or as you can see here, a USB connection, which again is lit up in green. You'll have the device's serial number, firmware version number, and total readings also listed along the top. Here you have the menu bar. Opening the menu bar names your options instead of just the icon. Next is the user screen. Along the top, you have Add New User, Remove Selected User, Export User List to Reader, and Import Print. To add a new user, click the icon with the plus in the silhouette of a person. Simply type the name and select OK. From there, you have options to make that user an operator or administrator. Every administrator must have an added PIN. For operators, PINs are not required. The user also can select their language preference. When logging in underneath the username and having a language selected, the language flips over to that selected language. To add a PIN, come over to the user that you would like. Select Add PIN. You'll be prompted to enter your admin PIN since you are the one creating a new user. The software also asks for a temporary PIN for that user until they can set up their own. If you need to remove a selected user, select the user and then select the minus with a silhouette of a person button, and that removes the selected user. Next is the Site Plans page. Here you can create your own plans from areas, groups, and sites that you have identified within your facility. For example, areas can be such things as sauce and dough room, dry room, or prep and packing. Within each area, you have groups. For example, within this sauce and dough room, you have the sauce line and the dough line. Underneath each group are a set of testing sites. These mostly consist of your food contact surfaces. The sauce line has the blender, main line 1 CIP rinse, nozzle 1, nozzle 2, a drain, and the floor by the drain. The dough line has main belt sample 1, main belt sample 2 as some examples of different sites underneath the groups. To create a new area, you can simply type and click the plus sign, and then select your area, and from there you can go into your groups, add your site. If you no longer need that area, group, or site, you can delete it by clicking on the trash can. After you identified your areas, groups, and sites, you can select the surface type of that specific site as well as zone. These help you identify, analyze, track, and trend different reports by the data that you are collecting and seeing. You have options such as stainless steel, rubber, plastic, concrete, or other. For zone types, you have Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, and Zone 4. You're also able to see your marginal and fail threshold levels in this setting by making the adjusted change as needed. The software lets you know that if you update it on the master plan, and if you had this site selected for a different site plan, it is updated on that site plan as well. To add new site plans, simply give your site plan a title. From there, you can go back to your master plan and you can add any area, group, or specific site to your Monday plan. To add it to a specific plan, go to the area, group, or site that you'd like to add. Right-click and select Copy To. From there, you'll be given the drop-down, or you can type in a brand new site plan name. For this, we want to add it to Monday's plan. Now, as you can see on Monday's plan, the sauce and dough room, with both of its groups and all of its testing sites, have been added to the Monday plan. If you would like to add just a specific site, use the same procedure, but instead of right-clicking on areas, go down to that specific site and right-click. Then select Copy To. Select the site plan that you'd like to add it to, click OK, and it is added to that site plan. Again, when you select an area, everything underneath that area, so all of the groups and sites, come over to the plan you selected. If you select a group, anything underneath that group, including all of these sites, get pulled over to that plan. And if you select a specific site, just that specific site is pulled over to the plan. If you need to get rid of a plan, area, group, or site, simply go to your master plan and select the trash can on any of the areas, groups, or sites to remove it from the list. Next, we will view reporting. You have the Details Report, Summary Report, Trends Report, and Rank Report. You can show the summary or not show the summary that provides the overall numbers of total pass, marginal, and fail of the records with their percentage. You have the option of exporting to PDF, to Microsoft Excel as CSV, Word document, or JSON. The columns provided here include omit, so if you have a result that needs to be omitted, that you do not want to show on your records but cannot be deleted, you can omit that record. Some reasons for omitting include testing the wrong site, did not do a proper clean, and different reasons for omit. There would be a suggestion to put it in the comment on why that result was omitted. You're able to select by areas, by group, and by specific sites to help identify areas of improvement within your facility. Date collected, reading results, pass, marginal, fail results, description, comments, users, surface type, failed threshold levels, marginal threshold levels, date transferred, reader ID, and reader name are all columns that you can filter and sort. Once you have created a filter, you can save that filter as needed. This gives you the ability to reference that filter or that report as needed with the drop-down. If you need to clear any of the filters you've created, simply come up to the filter with the X, click Clear Filters, and it brings you back to the default setting of no filters being applied. The last column is flags. The icon that you see indicates that this was a retest, the zone that the site was tested in, and the surface type, concrete, rubber, stainless steel, other, etc. After Details Report, you can move to a Summary Report. This is an overall view with a pie chart showing the results that you have for either a specific area, group, site, user, or overall. Next, we have a Trends Report. You have 3 different reports within Trends: Average RLU by month, Average RLU by month with line charts, and RLU over time with line charts. Again, you can sort or group these by area, group, site, or user. The last report that we offer is a rank report. You can sort the rank report by area, group, site, or user. It gives you the overall highest fail percentage based on what you have filtered. Keep in mind the total number of tests compared to the percent failed. The next page is the Settings page. You have 3 different options with the Settings page: Settings, Wi-Fi, and Auto Update. Under the Settings, you have the ability to select a different surface type: stainless steel, rubber, plastic, concrete, or other, and make an overall threshold change based on that surface type. Time settings also appear down here depending on how you want to format your date or time settings. Wi-Fi. This is where you will set up and connect your instrument to your Wi-Fi network. You need your PC to be connected to your Wi-Fi network or your overall network. You need to identify that overall network within your dropdown. Type in that Wi-Fi network password and then click Configure Connected Device. For the initial connection, your AccuPoint Advanced Next Generation instrument must be connected to Data Manager via the USB cord. Last is the Auto Update setting. This automatically updates, or you can do a manual check for updates. Neogen has added a new feature called Smart Plans. This helps randomize your test or set up filters that are specific to your needs. Select Add New Smart Plan. Give your Smart Plan a title. For this example, you want to pull a random 10 sites. First, add the filter. Let's use title, just so I know exactly what filter we're using. After adding it, return to the filters and select it, and choose the areas, groups, or sites that you want this Smart Plan to pull from. From there, come down to your selected filter options. Let's say you would like to randomly select 10 sites. Save the filter. Save the Smart Plan. Coming back to the screen to check the random 10, we select it and see that it has chosen 1 site from the dry room topping line group, 2 additional sites from prep group, 1 from the packing station, 5 sites from the sauce line, and 1 from the dough line to give you a total of 10 random sites. If you would like to edit the Smart Plan, select the pencil. This takes you to the Edit field. If you'd like to rerun the Smart Plan, select the Rerun button. This randomly selects a new 10. If you no longer need that plan, press Delete and remove it.